What do you make of this in many regards? That announcement on, as you say, not necessarily committing to net zero, and Harry, that's something that you guys are focused on. That commitment is decades down the line. Many people were calling for action in the years to come. Harry?
Oh, that's for me. Well, I would agree that COP26 wasn't a success, but I'm afraid for quite different reasons. I think what we saw was a lot of pledge making that was quite out of touch with the reality of what can be delivered. And at the end of the conference, what we saw was a strange debate going on about whether we should phase out coal or phase down coal. And the UK president and many of the parties involved were very keen to be able to say we're going to phase out coal, but they were unable to secure that commitment. With China and India, I think, recognizing the reality that actually that wasn't going to be possible, we would still need to rely on fossil fuels for many decades to come. And so there was a disconnect between the fantasy and the reality. And therefore, we saw Alok Sharma, unfortunately, crying at the end of the conference, I think recognizing that he hadn't quite got what he was hoping for.
But in some ways, Harry, this is a kind of incremental process, isn't it, to a degree? And there is a sense that kind of the public mood or public opinion on the issue of climate change has changed quite dramatically over the last 12 months, certainly here in the UK.
Well, the government has just assumed that everyone is with it on its net zero agenda. But we've just released some polling today here at Net Zero Watch, which actually said 70% of people were concerned about the financial impact of rising energy prices at Christmas this year. 58% said they were not willing to actually pay any more in taxes to support net zero. And 65% said they hadn't been given enough of a say on net zero. So actually, I think that's really going to be tested. As we see energy prices skyrocket, people will really question whether the government's priority should be on net zero or whether it should be on actually getting bills down, protecting struggling families who will really find it very hard to pay these increased bills.